This is like the type of position that would pop up when you're watching jujitsu and your mom walks in on you, and then you have to explain yourself like what the hell you're watching. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I have a little bit of a different video for you guys. So I know when I went to Puerto Rico, I showed you guys, my latest competitions. Well, I thought it'd be kind of cool to go over some of my matches during, um, during the time that I've competed jiu-jitsu. Just kind of go through them and kind of give you my thought process of what was going down in my mind while I was competing. Um, for context, I never competed at white belt, and I'm not a black belt yet, so I haven't competed at black belt. So I got 3 videos for you guys today, one at pretty much each belt level that I had competed in. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start where I'm at currently. And currently I am a brown belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. So I think the best way we can start is by the latest videos that we recorded of me competing, which would be when I had to face a brown belt in Jiu-Jitsu, but not only that, a judo black belt. If you guys watched the video of me in Puerto Rico, you guys clearly saw what happened. And if you saw my short, then you guys probably had a laugh at my expense. Anyways, I would just say let's get into it. Let's start. Oh wait, wrong feed. All right, and go. All right, so I already knew off the bat when I looked up. Yeah, I'll be another thing is I'll be pausing a lot just so I can speak of what I've seen or what I'm going through in that certain moment. When I looked him up on Smooth Comp, because that's one of the first things I do when I'm competing in a tournament, I'll tend to go ahead and just look up who the hell I'm going up against. And in some cases, that's a bad thing because I'll hype myself up and be like, oh my God, this guy's the best of the best. But sometimes, and majority of the times, I go ahead and I'll see it and I'll be like, okay. And I'll try to like work a game plan just based off what I've seen there. For him, again, I saw that he was a judo black belt, so I already knew in my mind that he was going to go for either a trip or a throw. But I didn't really know what he was going to do past that. I just knew I was going to get thrown. So my first thing was, and foolishly enough, I was like, hey, you know what? Let's throw him before he can throw me. Bruh. And in hindsight, that was probably the worst idea that I probably ever had. But let's continue. So again, I try to establish my underhooks, and as soon as I do that, I get tripped. I try to reestablish some sort of thing, slide by, see if I could take his back, but he was hip to it. We get back up. All right. Again, I try to go for a head club. He tries to go for a Russian almost. Didn't let him go. Again, we reset. It's kind of weird going through my videos and then explaining kind of what I'm doing. But here we go. You see I'm going for another underhook. What I'm actually trying to go for is a Harai. But again, boom. Let's pause it right there before we can continue. Yeah, before that. All right, so as you guys can tell right here, I had my underhook, and with the outside hand right here, I tried to lock my hands behind his back, giving me access to his arm, which is right there, and his head's right there. Normally what you would do, see how I'm out of position here? What I want to be is hip to hip with him, so I can throw that leg right here over the top of his knee and finish my throw. As you can tell, he was pretty much hip to it from the beginning because he started turning away. And just looking back at it, he definitely was baiting me into coming into this position so he can go ahead and counter. Again, I wouldn't expect anything less from a judo black belt, but I just wanted to test the waters to see what would happen. And as anybody could have told you, I was getting thrown. Yep, boom, boom. Here. Now, instead of just giving up and be like, well, shit, I just got thrown, I kind of kept that underhook and I used my outside hand to push him away. So from instead of establishing that side control he probably would have gotten, by keeping that underhook, preferably I would have wanted it on his shoulder, but I kind of had it on his mid-back. And having this outside hand pushing him away, I was able to roll him off me and kind of get a semi-good position for myself. I don't think it was quite side control, but it was better than what I was gonna be in. So as you can tell, let's go back just a little bit so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Here, so boom, push away, and now I'm almost at his back, but not quite really. It wasn't really side control. What I now do is I'll try to get this first hook because I knew he was gonna roll. And as soon as that roll comes, bring my other hook in, and now I'm trying to fight for this like rear naked choke, but I've noticed immediately that his grips are insane, and there's no way I was getting under that neck. I know you can barely see anything here. So I was thinking, what are my next best options? And if anybody knows me, I love my arm bar from the back position. So as you can tell from right here, I intend to keep this leg in here as long as possible, but you can see here I almost have it posted on his hip because that leg is coming over as soon as I find the right opportunity. Now, another thing that I do is with this hand, I'm hooking far into his elbow. Reason why is because eventually what I'm going to do, and I have to do it quick because if you don't, it's really hard to really finish this. So what I normally do is I'll feint this, or I'll keep this here just to keep him aware that, hey, I could be going for that rear naked choke, but actually what I'm going to do is grab this arm, throw it over to the opposite side of his hand, and I'm trying to get like a Kimura grip on this hand. You guys will see soon enough why. Again, I'm baiting it. Boom. I grab it. He's trying to turn into me, but the reason why... Ooh, whoa, Liv. We're getting a little bit ahead of ourselves now. Perfect. There's a perfect way to kind of, again, talk about it. As you can tell, I'm getting the hand far out, still posting there, and I'm hooking onto that inside thigh with this one. As you guys could tell already, once I get that Kimura grip there, I already know he's going to try to turn into me. But with that Kimura grip, I am able to push him away long enough for this leg to come over the leg and finish the arm bar. And let's go. Look. Throw the arm over. He tries to turn away. I push him away in time for me to throw that leg over and finish my arm bar. Boom. Yeah, that's one of my favorite things to do when I know I can't get that arm, when I know I can't get that rear naked choke. Majority of the times I'll shoot for the rear naked choke to see if it works, but sometimes it won't, so I'll resort to other things. Yeah, so yeah, pretty good, solid match. Thinking about it, bro, this was my like first match in like a year, because I for some reason after my first MMA fight I didn't compete too much, and then when I saw this tournament coming up in Puerto Rico, I said fuck it, let me go and compete. So after a year of not competing, doesn't mean I wasn't training, but after a year of not competing, this was a good first showing. All right, on to the next video. All right, this was my second competition at purple belt. This was before my first MMA fight. Again, I was going up against this guy. I think his name, yeah, Roy Jimenez. What the fuck, Roy or RJ Jimenez. I looked him up. There really wasn't that much that I saw other than him placing second at a ADCC Open. And I saw another video, I think when he was at blue belt, or Yeah, when he was at blue belt, where he leg locked somebody. He liked playing like this guard game. So I already knew I was in for a leg locker, so I trained accordingly. But yeah, this was my second ever super fight. I hate when we call it super fight for jiu-jitsu because we're not actually fighting. Just call it, you know, a grappling match. But that's neither here or there. Anyway, here we go.
Introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. Give a warm round of applause for Edgardo Caraballo.
Caraballo. Please. If anyone's watching this, please understand. Caraballo. The two L's are like a Y in English. Just getting that out the way, because I've heard that. I've heard Caraballo, and I hate that one with a burning passion. But that's neither here or there. Anyways, let's continue. There we go. Always rep that Puerto Rican flag. There you go, my coach, Eddie Torres. With that bionic knee. This was at 180 pounds. So you can tell I'm fat as fuck. And for some reason, the promotion was like, no, you have to compete shirtless. I don't know why, but screw it. So you just don't see that blubber all over the place. All right, here we go.
The following contest is presented by Elias and Gonzalez LLC, attorneys at law. Taking place at 185 pounds, this bout is scheduled for 8 minutes. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the green corner, this fighter is representing Bayshore BJJ. Give a warm round of applause for RJ Hernandez!
Man's tatted up from freaking head to toe. Ooh. Ooh. I was in my bag. This was Jersey where I trained. I had to boom. Funny thing, right?
People are really cheering now.
If you look in the background, this man is completely embarrassed. Like after the match, he was like, "Yo, good job, but don't you ever do that again." And I was like, I don't know. Maybe we're gonna have to do it again, but anyways.
Now. So I want to say, first of all, Edgardo, when he walked onto the mat, he bowed.
Going back into the match,
I like the position and the respect.
I was completely thinking he was gonna guard pull or anything, but whatever. Snatch that leg, go ahead and double leg. Now we're trying to body lock pass.
Once you get into the blue, purple, and brown,
again, I would preferably like to have his inside leg crossed between my two legs, giving me an easier way to pass on. But he didn't really give me that, so we kind of ended up in this like half guard position.
Not amateurs, but this is an amateur organization.
Half guard position is one of my favorite positions anyway. So
professional would be, of course,
again,
BJJ,
containing that body lock, seeing if I can just pass to the side. We really should have been reset it to the middle because I was touching the ground in the back, but okay, whatever. Again, now that leg is crossed between my two. Now I'm trying to get this leg out so I can pass on to the side, try to get side control. But this guy was like lanky. Like every time I would try to extend this leg would be right on it. So it was giving me a little bit of trouble trying to get to that side control position.
But I just wanted to make that clear. These guys are not amateurs.
Yeah, and again, he was trying to like lift me up with a half a butterfly to try to pass me. As I can tell right here, as you can tell, that was a perfect timed pause. He was trying to butterfly, I guess, butterfly sweep. He had this one pretty much on my chest, not really where you want it to be. You want it to be a little bit higher up on the neck, giving you as much torque as you can, so when you do lift up this leg and drag this leg back, I'm falling straight to my back. But again, I was hip to it, so I kind of let go of my body lock. Once again, he is pretty much at control of this other arm that I have. He has an underhook on this arm, and he's locking my shoulder down. Again, once I felt that, I already knew that if I didn't let go of the body lock, I was getting swept. So I let go and I posted out with both hands, which I believe.
But they're not
Yep.
amateur.
Instead of getting swept, I just kind of hovered over his legs, seeing where I can go. Again, I still wanted to really work off of that half guard position, so I just kind of like floated to the left side.
In jiu-jitsu.
Boom, snap right down. He's trying to go
Your
for a
high-level
freaking
practice.
Kimura. Didn't come out. Now we're really working from half guard. Again,
And
I'm
I
just
think
trying to
Cypress
find a
Hill was
pass.
very fitting for
I don't really know
Roy
why I grabbed the
Jimenez
head.
to
It was
walk
going to
out
help.
to.
Again, still trying to pass, but again, I have my leg locked down between his. Not lockdown position, but I'm just locked down right now. Again, what I normally, see if I can get the better, okay, boom. What I normally try to do here is with whatever hand I'm kind of attacking with, I'll go under the top leg and over to the bottom leg near the knee. It's a kind of semi-dangerous position, but what I tend to do here is I'll try to lift the inside knee up and pass that knee over, almost giving me the pass. It's a hard one to get because a lot of people are just hip to it, but sometimes I'll just use this position to open up other things. But yeah, continuing on, that's what I'm just trying to get at here. See how I'm trying to push, but then he lifts up. Now we're in this like semi butterfly, semi half guard. We just keep hovering over it. Now here, I tripod up, and he still has control of this leg. What he's gonna try to do, I think he's trying to get, yeah, because he already has this Kimura grip on my hand. I think he's gonna try to like spin over, and honestly, I don't know. Probably he's trying to take my back, some sort. I kind of felt hip to it because Eddie Willis telling me that, hey, he has that Kimura grip. You can always go for the armbar. And for the armbar, I just have to turn myself towards his back and shoot it. Surprisingly enough, though, he did the work for me. I shot the armbar.
Wow.
And right here, I'm thinking I already got it because I think I heard a pop. And I didn't really feel a tap. And I didn't see that anybody was kind of going to stop it. So I continued to crank it until something happened.
Is that what a beautiful
Boom. Again, I didn't hear a tap. I didn't feel a tap from him. He freaking pops up from my armbar. I'm trying to get guard or some position. I'm still in fight mode, and then they're telling me, oh, yeah, he tapped. So screw it. Again, another win.
That was so
And again, I'm hyped.
And we
I'm
talked
happy.
about the advantage you have of being tall and lanky. When you're smaller and compact, you just fill space and you can quickly turn.
In other words, he's trying to call me short. Just call me short. I already know. I'm a good 5'4" on a good day.
And this goes, shows.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, at
But anyways,
25 seconds.
I believe this is my fastest submission.
Crowd loves it.
Oh yeah. Again, Puerto Rican flag.
Congratulations,
I don't go
Eduardo.
nowhere without that Puerto Rican flag. If I'm competing,
That
it's
just
coming
goes
with
to
me.
show you the level of jiu-jitsu these guys are.
But yeah, we can stop it right there. Here we are at Blue Belt. And funny enough, this is my very first competition at Blue Belt. Well, very first competition at Blue Belt, but that's my very first competition in jiu-jitsu, period. For some reason, this was Grappling Industries, by the way. For some reason, the very first match of the day was in the absolute division, and I had to go up against a purple belt with, I believe, over 100 jiu-jitsu matches. So I was in my head for the first match. I was like, oh shit, I'm definitely getting my ass whooped, because I'm coming from wrestling where, like, if you see somebody with that resume, you're in for a tough time. So I was already in my head. I was like, oh shit, I'm probably gonna lose this, that, and the third, but let's see what happens. Oh, look at me, so young and innocent. Again, first thing I'm thinking is straight wrestling. Like, how am I going to get the double leg? And then this man sits to guard. Let me tell you something right now. I hate guard pullers. I hate butt scooters. Like, with a burning passion. Like, thank God at my gym, if you pull guard, that's 50 push-ups. Like, automatically. Because, man, I can't stress enough how much I hate guard pullers. Just figure out your takedowns, figure out your throws. You don't have to be a good takedown artist. You don't have to be a good judoka. But just figure something out on the feet so you don't resort to pulling guard. But that's my take on it. Anyways. Again, I'm in that wrestling mode. Lead leg forward. I'm trying to, like, snap down, grab a Russian, and he pulls guard again. Now look at the Neanderthal right there. He's like, huh? What am I supposed to do? He's already on the floor. Alright, again, even since the beginning, I've loved myself a good half guard. But again, he tries to come up, and I go ahead and hit him with a Uchimata. Again, I'm going for more of a guillotine position. I wasn't really good at the anacondas and darces like I feel like I am now. So I wasn't going in a competition trying to do shit like that just yet. I was just sticking to my bread and butter: guillotines, rear naked chokes, arm bars. I don't even think at this time I was doing leg locks. Like, not that I couldn't, it's just that I didn't feel comfortable with them just yet, like I am now. Like, shoot, a leg lock. I don't care, man. You getting leg lock before anything. I'm just joking. I don't really do leg locks like that. Anyways. Again, the guillotine didn't work, so I'm thinking, alright, what can I do? Just let him up. Let's reset. And again, if you ever see somebody with this stance right here, just know, as soon as he makes contact with you, they're probably going to drop their ass. It's just... Yep. As I said, drop to the ass, trying to grab a leg. I didn't want... I'd get out the way, ref. Again, I'm trying to engage, but I'm in... Again, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. He's trying to go for that dummy sweep. Again, trying to isolate that leg. But again, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I'm just trying to stay upright. And somehow I end up almost inside control. But again, back to my... This is pretty much the reason why I love half guard the way I do. Look at that. Trying to go for a freaking Kimura and trying to wrench it. I'm like, alright, what the hell do I do now? I'm in there. I'm trying to wrench as hard as I possibly can. Good for me. I'm trying to take the back, which I kind of almost do. I have control of his leg. If only I had the know-how that I do now, I would have stopped trying to go for this arm, and I would have shot a freaking rear naked choke. But again, hindsight is 20/20. At least I'm trying to freaking go for the other hook. He gets control of that arm. Again, I'm still trying to go for an arm bar or some sort of arm attack. Yeah, I tried to go for it. Don't work. And we end up back on our feet. Again, ref, can you please move out the way? Again, try to go for my blast double. That doesn't work. It's kind of crazy to see, like... Time out. It's kind of crazy to see how, like, I started and where I'm at now. And how I'm just more aware of certain positions than I was back then. Yeah, this is crazy to watch. This has been a minute since I watched this video. Actually, I don't even know when this video was. I think it was like, 2019, 2020? I think right before COVID? Something like that. Anyways, let's keep watching. Ooh, go for my outside leg sweep. See if I can throw him with that arm control that I had. Again, he sits to his ass. Freaking, you gotta hate him. Still trying to go for... Damn, okay. Anyways, again, I'm trying to go for whatever I can. trying to go for I think a guillotine. But again, I'm just not in a good position to do so because I'm in half guard of all places. Again, heavy pressure. I think I got some points just based off the takedown. But anyways, again, here we go. Let's see. Okay, I'm trying to get that knee in, try to get the, to mount. Bail on it for some reason because I think I have a guillotine when I really don't. Again, he's isolating that leg. If I was a betting man, he's trying to go for a leg lock, or he's trying to build back up to a single. But again, I'm not giving him the chance to. Damn near dragging him towards the table. Once again, sits to his ass. And, oh, I think we're starting from that position. Okay. Again, I'm thinking I have a guillotine, but again, I'm out of position. Okay, sprawl on top. Okay. Take his, quote unquote, take his back, but I don't have the hooks in. I guess that's the next thing I'm trying to fight for. He is trying to get control of my hands right here. Good job on me. Try to make some space with my knee. But again, I'm bailing for it. Now, I just think it's because it's my first jiu-jitsu competition, and I'm just trying to be as careful as I possibly can. If I just don't see nothing there, I'm getting the hell out of there. When in reality, I should just keep doing what I was doing. Like, you know, putting my knee in between that space, creating a hole to get my hook in. Again, beginner mistakes. Beginner mistakes. Okay, I guess somebody's banned. Okay, perfect. Look, now we got hooks in. For some reason, he tries to go, what, to sort of mount. There you go. Finally, let's go back. Because I finally have his back with hooks in. I guess since he has this hand out, he thought maybe he can roll out of it. Yeah, not too sure what, or it just could have been a crazy scramble. He's just trying to do whatever he can. But as you can tell right here, he has one hand here. I'm fighting like a dog with a bone on this hand. And that's when I throw this leg over his head and try to shoot that armbar. Yep. Still have that hand. Still controlling with that hand. Shoot the armbar. Boom. With that Kimura grip. I've been doing it since day one. Now, I don't do this as much right here. But back then, this was my way of getting those arm bars. Anytime somebody would lock it, what I would do is with the leg that's closest to the body, I would just cross it. And then with the leg that was closest to the head, I would cross it. Almost like a scissor. I think it's called a scissor break or something like that. Or there's a different name for it. I just don't know. I used to call it a scissor break. From here, what I really want to do, if I really want to get this position, is grab his elbow and put it inside my armpit. From there, it's a lot easier for me to wrench it backwards because he has everything here. And this right here, my two legs are going to be stronger than one arm. So if I wrench this forward, wrench this backwards, it's kind of hard to keep the grip, especially the grip that he has right here, where he's the way we call it is you're grabbing your arm watch or your wristwatch. Yeah, you're not gonna be able to freaking really hold much if I yank this back with this position. Normally, what I prefer to do is I'll go gable grip. For me personally, gable grip is the strongest grip you can probably get. Second would be an S grip. This is like dire situations. I really wouldn't, me personally, I don't trust this as much as I trust the other two. But, you know, that's what he went for. Let's see how we finish, or if we finish. This has been a minute since I've seen this video. Okay, I try to go belly down, and I have the armbar. Now, for some reason, this man is made of rubber. Again, I don't know how the hell he even managed to even get to this position. don't ask me what position this is. This is like the type of position that would pop up when you're watching jiu-jitsu and your mom walks in on you. And then you have to explain yourself, like what the hell you're watching, but okay. Again, I'm still trying to wrench it, thinking I still have that arm bar. But again, I don't have visual on his arm. I don't know if the thumb's quote-unquote up. I always say thumb up when you're in an arm bar because it'll align your elbow, their elbow to your hip, knowing that you have that arm bar. I don't have visual on it, and I really can't feel it because I'm holding on like this. If I held on like this, or some sort of it, I probably could have felt maybe the rotation of his wrist. But again, I can't see it, and all I can feel is some twisting motion. And again, I'm thinking, I got this. But apparently not. Eventually, I look down, I see that I don't have it, and I just kind of bail out on this position. I don't know what exactly he's going for, but I'm taking his back. And looking back at it now, time out, let's go back. Looking back at it now, this guy was trying to grab or isolate that leg. He has this leg inside a reap. If he was probably above my knee line, he probably could have gone for a knee bar, heel hook. He had choices if his butt was just higher and his hips were under that knee line. But since it wasn't, it gave me a chance to turn around, bend this knee outwards in relation to his hips, giving me the chance to try to get my leg back and take his back. Again, he bails on it. I'm on top. I'm really not in mount. I really would just... Oh, that was it, I think. Okay. So, time went out, and I believe that was a win for me, based off points. Yeah, it's always good to watch these old videos and just analyze what I could have done and what I was doing. But anyways, that's gonna be it for today. If you guys enjoyed this type of content, go ahead, like, share, and subscribe. And not only that, but turn on those post notifications so you can see when I post new videos. Again, if I have any other videos, if you guys would be interested in watching my very first amateur MMA fight and see how that went, me analyzing and kind of breaking down that video, go ahead and put that in the comment section. See if you guys like that. To be honest with you, this was kind of fun, and I would do this more often. Maybe, I don't know, with other MMA fights, like, grab some UFC fights, grab some Bellator fights, see what they're doing, or even ADCC jiu-jitsu matches. Maybe do a breakdown on somebody's match. If you guys be interested in that, go ahead in the comment section. Go ahead and tell me. But other than that, without further ado, deuces.